5 Turkish series dubbed in English. You can watch for free on YouTube. Have you ever found yourself wanting something new to watch? Romance, drama, those plot twists that leave you speechless, but you just don't know where to start? I went through that too. That's exactly why I had to make this video today. Because yes, my friends, there are Turkish gems fully available on YouTube, and, best of all, they're dubbed in English. So you don't have to worry about subtitles or missing a single second of those intense glances, forbidden loves, family dramas, or the handsome men who make us sigh just by appearing on screen. It's all there, free, easy to find, and perfect for a weekend binge or a night when you just want to disconnect from the world. And I promise you this list isn't just any list. These are 5 series that, for one reason or another, have captured the hearts of thousands. Some are classics, others are fresh and new, featuring actors who are dominating in Turkey and already starting to conquer the world. So if you love intense love stories, impossible romances, couples with out-of-this-world chemistry, and family secrets that unfold little by little, stay until the end, because this list was made for you. And before we dive in, you know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up if you're also a fan of Turkish series. And please, subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about what moves us, shows full of emotion, passion, and twists you won't see coming. Hit the bell so you never miss a premiere, a juicy scoop, or a new gem I can recommend. All right, are you ready to fall in love? Endless Love, Kara Sevda. The classic that broke our hearts. If there's one Turkish series that changed everything for fans, it's Kara Sevda, known in English as Endless Love. And we're not talking about just any story. This series is a global phenomenon. It won the International Emmy for Best Telenovela, has been dubbed into multiple languages, and yes, it's fully available on YouTube in English. And trust me, it's as intense as its title promises. The plot centers on Kemal and Nihan. He's a humble, hard-working young man with his feet firmly on the ground. She comes from a wealthy family with a lot of appearances to maintain. What starts as an impossible cross-class romance becomes an epic drama, because yes, they love each other deeply, but fate, family secrets, and a relentless villain stand in their way. And if you haven't watched it yet, a word of warning. This series is not for the faint of heart. There are betrayals, deaths, reunions, and emotional tension that will glue you to the sofa. And the most astonishing thing? The chemistry between Burak Özçivit and Neslihan Atagul, who play Kemal and Nihan, is absolutely incredible. From their intense gazes and charged silences to their most passionate moments, everything feels so real that you forget it's fiction. Here's a fun fact you might not know. During filming, rumors swirled about real-life tension between the two leads. While it was never officially confirmed, the electricity in their scenes certainly got everyone talking. Plus, Burak Özçivit became one of the most beloved Turkish heartthrobs worldwide after this role. Let me be honest, I cried. Not once or twice. I bawled as if my very soul was being torn apart. Because this story hooks you from episode 1 and never lets go. It has all the ingredients we crave: true love, impossible obstacles, unforgettable scenes, and an ending that, though painful, stays with you forever. And the best part? You can watch it all on YouTube, dubbed in English and in great quality. No excuses. If you haven't experienced this saga yet, I'm telling you as your friend, you need to watch it. And if you've already seen it, you know it's one of those series you don't just watch, you survive. Tell me in the comments if you suffered through this story too. Are you Team Kemal or Team I can't handle this drama anymore? Because honestly, this isn't a series you watch. It's a series you endure. Second Chance Love, Aşk Yeniden, a rom-com that makes you believe again. Sometimes, after so much drama, what you really need is to laugh, sigh, and learn to believe in love once more. And for that, there's no better remedy than Second Chance Love, the delightful Turkish series that blends humor, romance, and sweetness in perfect measure. Best of all, it's available on YouTube, fully dubbed in English, ready for you to fall in love with each episode. The story begins with Zeynep, a young woman who gave up everything for love, only to be left abandoned with a baby in her arms. After years living in the US, she returns to Turkey without revealing her true past. Amid the chaos of her homecoming, she meets Fatih, a wealthy family's son, who's also escaping an arranged engagement. They cross paths on a plane and pretend to be a married couple to dodge awkward questions, and before they know it, they end up falling for their own lie. Yes, I know. It sounds like a Sunday afternoon movie, but don't be fooled. This series has a special magic. Zeynep and Fatih share such delicious chemistry, and their relationship blossoms with such natural tenderness that you'll find yourself grinning like crazy at the screen. There are hilarious moments, tense misunderstandings, family entanglements, and, of course, plenty of heart-melting romantic scenes. Leads Özge Özpirinçci and Buğra Gülsoy deliver spectacular performances. The way their characters look at each other, bicker, take care of one another, and fall in love feels so genuine that you can't help but root for them. Fun fact: off-screen, the actors became very close as well, which only fueled their on-screen chemistry. Fans even begged for them to become a real-life couple. One of the things I love most about this series is how it tackles serious themes with lightness and respect. It addresses motherhood, second chances, and family expectations, without ever feeling heavy. Instead, it's an uplifting story that boosts your mood just when you need it most. Of course, nothing is perfect from the start. Zeynep and Fatih face plenty of hurdles. Lies that spiral out of control, secrets exposed, tough choices. But they face them together, growing stronger as a couple, and that's the most beautiful part to watch. I promise, if you start watching this series, you'll end up wishing for your own Fatih. Funny, patient, understanding, and handsome, of course. And Zeynep, with her fiery spirit and sweetness, becomes a heroine many of us can see ourselves in. So if you're craving a lighthearted, romantic series with characters that steal your heart, Second Chance Love should be your next obsession. And yes, it's fully available dubbed in English on YouTube. What more could you ask for? Tell me in the comments. Did you already know this story? Did you fall for Fatih too, or was it just me? All for my daughter, Kızım, a family drama that breaks your heart. If you're looking for a series that grabs your heart from the very first episode and doesn't let go until the end, then All for My Daughter is for you. This Turkish drama, based on a Korean series, became a phenomenon precisely because it's not just a drama. It's an emotional roller coaster that makes you laugh, cry, and hug your loved ones tighter after every episode. And yes, it's fully available on YouTube, dubbed in English. The story revolves around Oyku, an 8-year-old girl who is adorable, brave, and far too mature for her age. When her aunt suddenly abandons her, Oyku is forced to track down her biological father, Demir, a small-time con man who had no idea he even had a daughter. What begins as a forced, distrustful relationship slowly blossoms into something beautiful and profound. The bond between a father who never knew how to be a dad and a daughter who just wants a family. And if you think this tale will be simple or predictable, brace yourself. Throughout its run, secrets are revealed, medical crises unfold, past traumas resurface, and decisions will leave you clutching your chest. This is a series about unconditional love, sacrifice, redemption, and how one little girl can completely transform someone's life. The most impressive part is the performance by young Baron Gökyıldız as Oyku. She's an extraordinary talent. Her expressiveness, sweetness, and emotional strength are disarming. It's no wonder she became one of Turkey's most beloved child actors. And her chemistry with Buğra Gülsoy, who plays Demir, is so genuine and moving that it feels like they really are father and daughter. A fun fact many fans don't know. This series was so successful that it aired in over 20 countries, and the original Korean version gained new popularity thanks to the Turkish adaptation. It's one of those stories that transcends cultures because it tackles universal themes: abandonment, forgiveness, family, and the fight for a better future. Honestly, I couldn't watch more than 2 episodes in a row without crying. but not a sad cry. More like that beautiful, heart-softening cry that makes you reflect on how precious it is to have someone who truly loves you. Because that's what this series shows. True love doesn't always come in the form of a couple. Sometimes it comes as a daughter who gives you a second chance. And the best part? You can watch it for free, dubbed in English, on YouTube. Each episode is a slice of pure emotion. Trust me, once you start the first episode, there's no turning back. You'll stay, you'll suffer, you'll laugh, and you'll love every minute of it. Have you watched it yet? Tell me if you ended up with puffy eyes like I did. What do you think of Demir as a dad? And Oyku, isn't she the most adorable little girl ever? Bloodflowers, kan çiçekleri. A forced marriage and a passion that burns in silence. Now we're entering dangerous territory, because Bloodflowers, one of the most recent hits rocking Turkish drama fans, is no ordinary love story. This series has exactly the ingredient we crave: a forced marriage, sworn enemies who end up falling in love, and chemistry between the leads you could cut with a knife. And yes, it's on YouTube, dubbed in English, so you can dive into this emotional whirlwind from episode 1. You see it in the way they look at each other, the accidental touches, their arguments, and the way they protect each other when no one else will. They're one of those couples who grip you so hard you find yourself yelling at the screen, "Just kiss her already." Fun fact, this series was designed as a daily telenovela with lots of episodes and a fast pace. That means the twists never stop. Every installment brings something new: betrayals, revelations, unexpected moments between the protagonists. And even though it's long, it never feels dragging. In fact, after one episode ends, you immediately need the next, and then another. What I love most about Bloodflowers is how it handles character development. Baran transforms from a cold, calculating man into someone vulnerable and capable of deep love. And Dylan, who at first seems fragile, reveals an inner strength that will leave you speechless. They make a powerful pair, full of conflict, but also respect and mutual growth. And yes, this series is fully available dubbed in English on YouTube. It's perfect for anyone who adores intense romances, forced marriages that blossom into love, and stories where each episode delivers an emotional explosion. Had you heard of this one? Do you enjoy these tension-filled, slow-burn relationships? Tell me everything in the comments. I'm totally obsessed with this story. And I know you'll be too once you hit play. If you only knew how much I love you, ya çok seversin. Unexpected love and pure chemistry. To wrap up this list with a story that's pure charm, emotion, and sweetness, I had to talk about Ya Çok Seversin, known in English as If You Only Knew How Much I Love You. Starring Kerem Bürsin and Hafsanur Sancaktutan, this modern gem will make you smile, swoon, and believe again in the power of unexpected love. And yes, it's available on YouTube, dubbed in English, in perfect quality for a binge. The story introduces us to Ateş, a man who has spent his life running from his past, cold, reserved, and completely emotionally shut down. After years abroad, he returns to Istanbul for an inheritance. And that's when Leyla enters. She's strong, lively, and hiding a big secret. She's posing as a tutor to get close to the children Ateş is now responsible for. The catch? Neither expects to fall in love. From their very first meeting, the tension is delicious. Not the cliched fights, but those conversations filled with double meanings, the lingering glances, that game of who falls in love first. The chemistry between Kerem Bürsin and Hafsanur is simply addictive. Every scene they share blends mischief, tenderness, and emotion so perfectly that you won't want to look away. And speaking of chemistry, Kerem Bürsin is one of those actors who doesn't need many words to say everything. His deep voice, intense gaze, and instinctive protectiveness slowly win your heart. Hafsanur, meanwhile, is a revelation. Her Leyla is fresh, funny, charismatic, and so human that she strikes you right in the heart. What makes this series special is how it mixes romance with family bonds. The kids aren't just props. They play a vital role in Ateş's transformation and Leyla's emotional journey. That gives the story real depth without losing its light, breezy pace. Fun fact: this series was highly anticipated because it marked Kerem Bürsin's return to Turkish TV after his international hit Love is in the Air. Casting Hafsanur as his co-star set high expectations, and they were totally exceeded. The pair became one of the year's biggest fan favorites, with thousands clamoring for a second season. My favorite scenes? The everyday moments, an impromptu breakfast, a walk in the rain, a shared silence. It all feels so authentic, like you're peeking in on a real couple discovering what it means to love. So if you're looking for a current series that's light yet profound, with romance, family, secrets, and, above all, lots of chemistry, give If You Only Knew How Much I Love You a try. It's dubbed in English, free on YouTube, and once you step into Ateş and Leyla''s world, you won't want to leave. Tell me, did you already know about this series? Or did you just add it to your watch list? Don't you think Kerem and Hafsanur share a magical connection? If you've made it this far, it's because, like me, you're passionate about Turkish dramas. And I don't blame you. There's something in these stories that completely draws us in. The intense characters, the impossible romances, family secrets, breathtaking scenery, and those irresistible leading men. It's all crafted to make us feel. Best of all, you don't have to look far to find them. They're right there on YouTube, dubbed in English, ready to make you swoon. Today, I recommended 5 series that are true treasures. Some have already become classics every fan should watch at least once, like Eternal Love and All for My Daughter. Others are newer, with fresh plots, and couples winning over viewers, like Flowers of Blood and Someone Different. And there's room for the sweetest romance in Second Chance Love, reminding us that you can always start over. What they all share is heart, and you deserve to enjoy them hassle-free, in high quality, and in your own language. So now that you know which ones they are, do yourself a favor. Pick one, hit play, and let yourself be carried away. You won't regret it. Before you go, I have a favor to ask. If this video helped you or piqued your interest in any of these series, please give it a thumbs up. That's the best way to support this channel so I can keep sharing more content like this. And of course, subscribe. Here, we talk about everything that makes our hearts race. Turkish stars, couples with chemistry, new releases, fun trivia, and much more. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 5 series have you watched? Which one will you start today? Do you have another favorite that's on YouTube with English dubbing? I want to hear from you. This space is yours too. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the best of Turkish drama. See you soon with more stories that will steal your heart. A big kiss, and until next time.